Life is a journey that must be traveled no matter how bad the roads and accommodations. The only way to learn is to live. Experience is the teacher of all things. The more I learn that I have a lot more to learn. We must embrace pain and burn it as fuel for our journey. With confidence, you have won before you have started. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. The days are long, but the years are short. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. Difficulties are meant to rouse, not discourage. The human spirit is to grow strong by conflict. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide you're not going to stay where you are. Life is a process of becoming, a combination of states we have to go through. Where people fail is when they wish to elect a state and remain in it. This is a kind of death. The world stands aside to let anyone pass who knows where he is going. Fear is just excitement in need of an attitude adjustment. In the school of life, we are both students and teachers. Life is changing. Growth is optional. Choose wisely. Life is a journey that must be traveled no matter how bad the roads and accommodations. Life is short, and it's up to you to make it sweet. Life is 10% what happens to us, and 90% how we react to it. The best lessons are learned when you're knocked down, not when you're standing on top. A wise man can learn more from his enemies than a fool from his friends. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. Be brave to stand for what you believe in, even if you stand alone. Finding the lesson behind every adversity will be the one important thing that helps get you through it. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. The lessons we learn from pain are the ones that make us the strongest. That it will never come again is what makes life so sweet. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. The past is your lesson. The present is your gift. The future is your motivation. You have within you right now everything you need to deal with whatever the world can throw at you. Life is about making an impact, not an income. Change is never painful. Only resistance to change is painful. When something is important enough, you do it, even if the odds are not in your favor. Sometimes, the hardest lessons to learn are the ones your spirit needs most. When you accept yourself, the whole world accepts you. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. It's not the load that keeps you down, it's how you carry it. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. It's not the load that breaks you down. It's the way you carry it. You must learn a new way to think before you can master a new way to be. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. Every exit is an entry somewhere else. The best revenge is massive success. The most important thing is to be whatever you are without shame. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing a poor hand well. Mistakes are a part of being human. Appreciate your mistakes for what they are. Precious life lessons that can only be learned the hard way. You don't have to be rich to sparkle. The best way to predict the future is to create it. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what the storm is all about. No matter how much it hurts now, someday you will look back and realize your struggles changed your life for the better. Be careful the stories you're telling yourself about your current circumstances. A head full of negative thoughts has no space for positive ones. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Dreams happen when you're asleep. Hope happens when you dream while you're awake. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. At the end of the day, let there be no excuses, no explanations, no regrets. Life will give you whatever experience is most helpful for the evolution of your consciousness. Go as far as you can see. When you get there, you'll be able to see further. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. We don't see things as they are. We see them as we are. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. We must be willing to let go of the life we planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us. You can have it all, just not all at once. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. Every experience in your life is being orchestrated to teach you something you need to know to move forward. It's not who you think you are that holds you back. It's who you think you're not. Experience is the teacher of all things. If you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh. Otherwise, they'll kill you. The only place where your dream becomes impossible is in your own thinking. Life is a succession of lessons that must be lived to be understood. Although the world is full of suffering, it is full also of the overcoming of it. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Step out of the history that is holding you back. Step into the new story you are willing to create. Be strong enough to let go and wise enough to wait for what you deserve. Don't count the days. Make the days count. A foolish man may be known by 6 things: anger without cause, speech without profit, change without progress, inquiry without object, trusting a stranger and mistaking foes for friends. I have learned not to allow rejection to move me. The only way to learn is to live. Forgive yourself for your faults and your mistakes and move on. The hardest lessons to learn are usually the ones you need the most. At the end of the game, the king and the pawn go back to the same box. Life is a succession of lessons that must be lived to be understood. The pain you've been feeling can't compare to the joy that is coming. Life is a balance of holding on and letting go.